Well, mate, we were in the garden. There's obviously a lot of herbs there, and my challenge to you was a rub, a fantastic meat rub, because I believe you have some real cred in this space.
Oh, I do. Now, I've got to be completely honest with you. As far as using the herbs from your garden, I may have failed a little bit in terms of that challenge, but here's one I prepared earlier, right? And it's very heavy when it comes to spices. There's hickory in there and garlic, there's celery salts in there. Paprika's definitely in there. It's one of my favourite spices of all time. So we've got to cut a brisket here. So on the cow, this is like the lower chest sort of area. And the brisket is generally tough as an old boot, right? But if you do it low and slow, cook it nice and long, then it starts to break down and it eventually becomes one of the best cuts of meat you will ever eat in your entire life. First things first, when you've got your cut of meat, it's generally going to come to you with this fat on the outside, and we just want to trim this off. So you're getting closer and closer to that muscle. You need to trim away any membrane and any fat, so when you start to smoke it, those smoky bits can actually penetrate the meat. That stuff we can put aside because your dog's going to love that.
Yeah, they will.
All right, next is you get some mustard. Mustard creates a nice layer for the rub to actually stick to. And the other thing, the vinegar in the mustard helps to break the meat down over time.
And what's the trick with the rub?
You're just trying to create just a nice...
Just a coating?
Layer, just a good coating. Then you push it down a little bit. That's going to stick nicely because of mustard, and you flip it over and see how some of that's going to come off. Right, same thing over the other side. So that's done, right? Now what I would do now, as I mentioned, is I'd wrap it, I'd put it in the fridge, and I'd have this ready for the following day, and then 10 to 12 hours.
Sorry, 10 to 12 hours of cooking.
10 to 12 hours of cooking.
What?
So I'd get up nice and early, 6 o'clock in the morning. Heaven, absolute heaven.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Happy barbecuing, mate.
Another talent. I tell you, I'm learning so much from you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Pete.